Hey, what's up? So I made this video to show you guys what I might eat during a normal week at school. Unfortunately, it's not exactly normal since due to the recent coronavirus pandemic, my university transferred to online classes. Since I didn't have to go to class and a lot of the restaurants on campus were closed, I basically quarantined myself in my room for like a week. So everything I ate in this video is something I would normally eat as well. It's just I wouldn't be cooking every day. I would usually go out a couple times just because I'm lazy or I don't have time. Alright, now let's get on to the video. It's the first day of the week, Sunday, and I'll start off by eating some cereal. I'm just heating up some frozen dumplings. I'll add some water to this. And now we just wait for it to cook. After cooking for a while, we can see we're getting the bottoms really crispy now. To make my dipping sauce, I'm just gonna add a little bit of black vinegar and some sesame oil. For tonight's dinner, I'm gonna be making some chicken breast. We gotta hit it with some seasoning first. Now that our chicken's been well seasoned and our oil's heated, let's just drop our chicken in. After a couple minutes, we're ready to flip our chicken breasts. Now I'm adding some frozen veggies. Now, as I was cooking, I realized that I don't actually have chicken stock, so I'm just gonna have to add water to it, which is kind of depressing, but I guess I'll just have to season a lot more then. For carbs, I just added my leftover rice and piled everything onto one plate. It's Monday now. I woke up around noon. Normally I have morning classes, but since everything's online, I don't have to worry about that. I can just watch the videos whenever I want. So I guess I'm just gonna skip breakfast today and go straight to lunch. Okay, I'm gonna try cracking an egg with one hand. It's gonna be my first time ever trying it, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, that actually worked out pretty well. No shells, but I think just using two hands is much easier. Okay, I just seasoned my eggs with salt and pepper, and now we're gonna whisk it with chopsticks. I'm gonna season it with a bit more salt, and the thing is, even though there's like the opening there where you pour the salt out, the box it comes with has like a tiny gap at the bottom where the salt actually, I don't know, it leaks out like in the perfect amount. So I just season it from the bottom of the box. While it's cooking, I kind of just like spin it around and stuff inside the pot. I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, now that the eggs are done, I'm just gonna transfer them over to a tortilla wrap. Follow up with some shredded cheese. After the egg burrito, I'm gonna eat 2 apples. Dinner will be my own soup thing with rice cakes. After I get the water boiling in the pot, I add these pre-made frozen egg dumplings just in. Now we hit it with some soy sauce. After it's been cooking for a while, I'm gonna add some frozen fish balls. I'll add some frozen vegetables because I couldn't find any bok choy in the store or Chinese cabbage. The final step is to now add my rice cakes. Uh-oh. I might have made it a little too full, and it managed to just barely not overflow the top of my pot. It's Tuesday now. I just woke up at 11 a.m. Now I guess I'll probably make some food. It's just past 5 o'clock and I'm getting pretty hungry, so I guess I'll be making some dinner. Okay, first up we gotta chop up our onion. Drop our onions into the oil and cook them a little bit. Add a little bit of salt and just stir that around a little bit. Now that our onions have cooked down a little bit, we're just gonna go ahead and add some pork chops. Now we add some cooking wine and soy sauce. Okay, now I just add a little bit of water, stir it around, and we're gonna let this simmer for about 45 minutes. For veggies, I'm just gonna be having this big crown of broccoli right here. And yeah, since I'm lazy, I'm just gonna boil my broccoli. And this is what the pork chops should look like when they're done. I kind of just smacked everything onto one plate and added some rice for some carbs. It's Wednesday morning right now. I'm not too hungry, so I'm probably just gonna eat something simple. I just fry some eggs. I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese to my wrap. Just add my eggs right on top. Okay, so for dinner today, I'm just gonna be making like some fishball soup thingy. Okay, once the water's boiling, I'm just gonna be adding some of these ground pork balls into the water. Now we're gonna come behind that with a little bit of cooking wine, soy sauce, and a bit of sesame oil. I just added a little bit of tofu and some fish balls and fish tofu. Now after a while, I added my veggies. And lastly, I just add a little bit of pasta into the soup. It's Thursday morning and I'm gonna have the usual breakfast. I have an online midterm later and I don't have time to cook lunch, so I'm literally just gonna eat some eggs and apples. For dinner today, I'll be making some classic spaghetti. First, I add in some diced onions. Season a little bit. Now that the onions cooked down a little bit, I'm gonna add in my ground beef. Of course, some more seasoning. I just use this store-bought sauce since I'm too lazy and inexperienced to make my own. After we stir it up, I'm gonna add some veggies. While my meat sauce is finishing up, I'm just gonna add my pasta some boiling salted water. After the pasta is done, I just incorporated it into the sauce. Friday morning breakfast, just gonna be the usual. So for lunch today, I'm just gonna finish the pack of tortellini that I opened earlier this week. For tonight's dinner, I'm just gonna be making some good old-fashioned fried rice. I start by scrambling the eggs. I'm adding in some diced onion. After the onions cook down for a little bit, I'm just gonna add my ground pork. After mixing it a little bit, we want to add some salt and soy sauce. After the meat's been cooking for a while, I'm gonna add these mixed frozen veggies. Just give it a nice stir around. Now that the veggies are done cooking, we add the eggs back in and the rice that I previously cooked. Now I add the last little bit of soy sauce. After stirring everything together, we're ready to eat. It's the last day today, Saturday, and of course we're going to be starting off some cereal. I'm too lazy to cook lunch today, so I'll just be eating my leftover fried rice. For dinner today, I'm just gonna make some quick burritos. Gotta add your onions first. After cooking down the onions for a little bit, we add our beef. Now we hit it with some salt. After the meat's cooked down, we're gonna add our veggies. Now that my filling's done cooking, I'm just heating up some tortilla wraps. To assemble, I put some cheese on it first. And I just come behind that with some of my meat and veggies. Finally, I finish off with some sour cream. So that'll be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.